Hello, my darlings. Hello. Okay, so I'm so excited to go foraging with you guys. It might be more like clipping instead of foraging. I'm here in my old stomping grounds. This is my little childhood waterfall that I grew up. Swimming in those holes in that pond, and I would climb up the side of the waterfall, which may have made my arms strong to paint huge Italian walls later. Now we're going to go, today I'm going to look for ferns. Ferns are very in fashion right now, minimalist. You can bring them home and display them in your home. They're beautiful to paint. Wallpapers of ferns, and everyone loves ferns. So today we're looking for ferns. Here I have my little foraging basket. So I'm pretty sure that's poison oak right there with the oak-like leaves turning red. So that would get you to be itchy all over if you touched it. So I want to stay away from that. Makes it a little bit more challenging because it's kind of everywhere. This definitely was a concern in my childhood, staying away from the poison oak. Look how pretty that is. There's a little pool to swim in. Oh, that water, the light like that, that's what I do with my silver leaf. Get that glittery look. So there used to be a bridge here. Now it's saying it's unsafe terrain. The bridge must have come down. I love the pine cones too. I think I'm going to have to take that and put it in my basket. Look how pretty that is. Right? There's some ferns, but right next to the poison oak. Becoming a little more difficult than I thought. This looks pretty safe. It's crazy to think that ferns were around during the Jurassic period. You know, the forest floor was just covered with them. Also, Sequoia gigantea, the huge trees up in Northern California and near Yosemite National Park. Octopi, alligators. As a motif, it just keeps showing up, you know, over the centuries. You can probably right now imagine a fern painted on an Egyptian stucco wall. Pretty. So I want to talk a moment about plants and giving gratitude before you cut them. So there's a guy who is named William Moulton Morrison, and he was the one who was an early designer of the polygraph, the lie detector test. He lived in a polygamous relationship with his wife, Elizabeth Halloway, and partner also, I want to say Clive Byrne was the other woman that he lived with. And he had four children, two by each woman. And the latter, Clive, was inspiration for his comic book Wonder Woman. And he was a believer in the strength of women. But what I want to talk about today is he also, before they started using the polygraph on humans, he used them on plants and electronic connections that we normally would put on our fingers, I guess, with a polygraph. And he would connect them to plants, and he found that when you went and just like hacked the plant down or cut at it, it would emit a frequency, hertz frequency, kind of like a scream, it would go up, high. And so that's pretty crazy to think about. And then he found that if you gave gratitude to the plant before cutting it, it didn't emit the same high frequency wave. So I'm a big believer in giving gratitude to nature in every regard. You can say it's God if you believe in God. But so I encourage you, when you go foraging, before you're about to cut the tree or the plant or the bush, give it a little bit of gratitude. Take a moment and be thankful for its life, and then I think the energy is going to be better. So look how pretty this park is. See all the trees? Amazing, right? The Japanese call walking in forests tree bathing. So they believe that you can clear your mind and your emotions and your energy by walking in the trees. Now, I of course believe it too, because you can notice that when you go for a walk in the trees, you instantly feel better. Yay! I already feel so much better than I did an hour ago. I love it. I love the forest, and it just brings you calm and peace and takes away so much of your stress. Here we go, now to my studio. A little bit ago I did this DIY tapestry tablecloth mat. I'll put the card above if you want to watch that video.